Hello everybody, welcome to the Brit Yankee pub. The pub is open for business and this is day 19 of our 24 December beers from a couple of advent calendars that have been put together by the fine folks at Kalia, a Austrian/German beer calendar company, and also by the Brit Yankee itself. And we'll get those in part 2 of our reviews. If you want to get hold of me, then it's Phil the Brit Clark, pints@thebritandyankee.com. As you see, our cans are building up, and we've got 18 of them already. Today we have a beer that is called Earl. Hello, my name is Earl. Anyway, this is yet another of the Helles lagers that we get from so many of these beers. This one comes from Landbrauerei Ludwig Erl. It's probably Ludwig, but this is a Earl Hell. It says, all hell will break out when we drink this. Well, and actually on the top of it, it says Bayerisches Wohlbier. I'm not quite certain what that is. However, let's crack this little puppy open and see if we are going to get the same that we always have from these Helles lagers. Now, the lettering that's on the front of this, by the way, on this lovely green can, is taken from the oldest Erl-Bräu sign above the brewery inn, which is what it is, and that's down in Geiselharing, I think is how you... Geiselharing is probably how you pronounce it. And it's been there since 1871, this family brewery. So this one has poured out a delightful... Oh, you can see the green through it in this picture. Let me move that out the way so you can just see the beer. There we go, look at that. It's a delightful golden color, nice head. And let's see how it smells. Oh, now this has a little bit of a different aroma to it. A little bit sweeter. That's quite nice. Well, let's give it a taste. Yeah, there is definitely a little bit of sweetness to this particular lager. I'm not certain what it is, but I do know that they have been winning awards at the European Beer Star, whatever that is. I'm not quite certain, but they've got a European Beer Star in 2016, 17 and 18. Whether it was for this beer, I'm not certain, but I'm pretty certain it was. In this location in Geiselharing is in Lower Bavaria. I wasn't going to say Lower Batavia because that's a location that's close to us here in the Chicagoland area. Anyway, Lower Bavaria, and since 2014, the Joseph II Earl had completed his training as master brewer at Weihenstephaner, which is one of the most famous German breweries, been there for over 1,000 years, and he's now taking over the art of brewing at this location in Bavaria. So it looks like the Earls have got it all sewn up there. Very easy drinking. Doesn't have quite the bite that the other lagers have. So I would say that this is kind of a smoother Helles lager. So, well done, guys. I've actually got something that's a little bit different, and I will continue to drink this in my green can. I don't have the bell. Where's my bell? Here we go. I'm going to give this a ding. I like this one. There we go. Well done, the Earls. I wonder if there's any barons or dukes as well. Maybe there's a Duke of Earl. Cheers. Back in a minute with the Brit Yankee choice. And we're back with the Brit Yankee craft beer advent calendar, day 19. and I'm very happy to say I have a beer that I have had for probably a year, and this one is from a brewery in Evanston, Illinois. That's one of the North Shore suburbs around Chicago, and this is from Sketchbook, and Sketchbook always produces great beers. First started by a couple of guys by the name of Cesar Maron and Sean Decker. Cheers to you guys. This one is something that I've been wanting to try for a while. It's a Belgian style dark ale called Brabant. Now this is a barrel aged version of it. A Belgian style dark ale, barrel aged in a bourbon barrel, I believe. If I'm wrong, we'll find out when we taste it. It doesn't actually say that on the label. It just says barrel aged, and this is clocking in at, I think it is 12% or so. So quite a big boy here. So let's go ahead and open that. Now I do have my Auto Brewing Company glass. There it is. Another of the brewing companies in this area. I don't have any snifters from Sketchbook, so I'm going to crack this open. There we go, and we'll see how this pours. Now this one I'm sure is going to pour out absolutely wonderfully. A dark ale, not as dark as a Imperial Stout. Pours lovely actually. It's got kind of a barley wine look to it. I'm getting nice aroma from here. That's a nice looking beer. There we go, you can see the can. Beautiful. Now Brabant is a mythical dude. I think he was a Roman soldier by the name of Silvius Brabo, and he was supposed to have killed a giant called Druon Antigone, who asked for money from people who wanted to pass over the bridge over the River Scheldt, and when they didn't or couldn't or wouldn't pay, he would cut off their hand and throw it into the river. That was nice. So you can tell that when this guy Brabo came by and killed the giant by cutting his head off, everybody was very happy. And apparently this is become the mythical legend Brabant. Now there is also a Belgian horse called a Brabant horse, so it's really in Belgian history here. Beautiful kind of dark fruit type of smell. The bourbon barrel is coming through, getting a little vanilla there in the aroma. Let's go ahead and taste this. Oh boy. Well, it's definitely a Belgian ale because you're getting that sweet candy sugar that they use, and that's spelt C-A-N-D-I. And I don't know whether they use candy in chunks. You can get it in chunks or you can get it in a liquid, but that adds that sweet component to the end of this. I believe this was aged for 6 months in a bourbon barrel, and that shows because it's not a really intense bourbon flavor. The sweetness is there, and after a couple of sips, oh boy, the alcohol's there too. It's going to be a good evening, folks. Anyway, good evening. The fine folks at Sketchbook have recently expanded themselves out. They opened up first off in November of 2014. And then they opened their tap room a couple of years later, and now they've expanded out to another location. Evanston has a tap room, and that's in sorry, not Evanston. They've expanded out to Skokie, where they have a tap room, and I believe they do a lot of production out of that one as well. And that was in let's see, end of 2018, beginning of 2019. Hopefully they're doing well in this time of COVID. This is certainly, oh by the way, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like there's a picture of Godzilla on there, and I don't know whether or not that's supposed to be the giant or it's an homage to just Godzilla. Anyway, good job, guys. I really like this one. I would like to actually try the regular Brabant and compare them. So next time you bring this out, I'm going to get a can of each one. In the meantime, I think it's time for a ding on this. There's my bell. Get it into position. Beautiful. Here we go. Lovely. We'll let that one run. Well done, Sketchbook. Good job. We'll be back tomorrow on the 20th of December. Only 4 more days until Christmas Eve. We'll see you then. Cheers. By the way, all these are gonna like slowly close in on me. 24 of them. It's gonna get smaller.